Imagine someone can break into your house and the law protects them more than it protects you. Hi, I'm Dasha, and in my previous video, I mentioned that in Spain, the houses are being occupied. And a lot of people ask me, what does it even mean? So today, I want to explain you what Okupas are, how is it even legal, and why Spanish law doesn't protect homeowners at all. Okupas are people who illegally enter and occupy someone else's property. It can be an apartment, a house, or even a business. And then they live there without the permission and even without paying the rent. Sounds like breaking and entering, right? Sounds like a crime. But Spanish law often protects these people more than it protects the actual owner. And you're probably thinking right now, it's so weird, right? But let me explain you how it happens in real life. You own an apartment, and imagine you're on a vacation or you're renovating your second property. And someone breaks in, they change the locks, they move in, you call the police, and they will tell you, we can't do anything, you just need to go through the courts. Even though it's your property. And you can prove that. Even though they broke in illegally, Spanish police can't remove them immediately. Because the moment Okupas are inside, they brought all their stuff, for example, a toothbrush in the washroom. Spanish law thinks that it's their house and not yours and gives them all the rights. And now you need to go to the court. The process can take years. And meanwhile, you need to pay the property taxes, the mortgage if you have one, sometimes even the utilities, and Okupas pay nothing. Does it even sound fair? In Spain, it does. And here is something shocking. There are actual companies that specialize in removing Okupas. People are so desperate, so they pay thousands of euros for these services because the legal route is so slow and expensive. So, why Spain protects Okupas? The law is based on the principle that housing is a human right. Spain wants to protect vulnerable people who don't have housing. On the paper, it sounds very good, but in reality, the law doesn't distinguish between people who actually have nowhere to go and people who are exploiting the system. And this is the craziest part about Spanish law. Some homeowners were obligated to negotiate with Okupas, literally paying them money to leave their own apartment. It's called cash for keys. It became a very common practice because going through the courts is so painful. And by the time the Okupas are finally removed, the property is usually destroyed. And who is paying for the repairs? Of course, the owner. It's gotten so bad that nowadays some Spanish homeowners or foreign investors install reinforced doors, alarm systems, or even hire security in order to check on their empty properties just to avoid Okupas. So that's what Okupas are, a real widespread problem which affects thousands of people in day-to-day life. And it's a perfect example of how the system itself doesn't make any sense. And this is what made me leave. If you want to know more about my decision, check out my previous videos. And if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.